actually, Cantonese slang and so forth. But the stories within actually range in art and style and narrative broadly. If you want to talk through some of these, Keith.
Oh yeah, so this is a story written by Howard Wong and drawn by Jamie Noguchi, who does a webcomics. We're bringing it back into digital comics called Yellow Peril, and they teamed together to create this parable that's a kind of a martial arts take on the tortoise and the hare. This is Jeff's story.
This is a story I wrote because I too have two kids, 8 years old and 4 years old. One of the things that I was forced to do while your daughter was watching She-Ra, I was watching Ni Hao Kai Lan, because that was the only real form of teaching Chinese, even though it was terrible Chinese, available. And I quickly became very, very disgusted not disgusted, just like it was so badly done. And I mean, if there's anyone in this room who's like familiar with that, I'm so sorry. But I would say that about the whole range of actually, educational television aimed at that age range. It just seems so, rote and repetitious. And I know that's actually part of how kids learn. But if you're an adult, you're sitting there talking to your backpack and whatever, it just gets really, mind-numbing. So I ended up, writing parody lyrics to the Kai Lan theme song, and then that expanded into this whole storyline called Bye 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 Cai, which is sort of this very thinly veiled parody of what happens if when these like educational characters like Chica the Seeker and Bye 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 Cai
it's not even thinly veiled.
No, it's like the
designer. No, the designer of these characters is Martin Su, who designed the Ni Hao Kai Lan characters.
He was actually gleefully redesigning and mocking his own work. So the storyline basically follows, what happens when these kids grow up and are ultimately kind of rejected or abused by their creators, and they then turn on society and so on and so forth. But as you can see, there's a lot of sort of manga inspiration around it, and actually one of the lead characters, all the lead characters in some way have, they're kind of heroes that have powers that are drawn from, kind of staples of manga. The lead here, Val, actually is this very reluctant magical girl who has this really kind of toxic relationship with her wand. She has no interest whatsoever in either being a hero or being kind of this pretty